Well, everyone's got their own favourite James Bond actor. Which one's yours? If you said Sean Connery, then great, because this video is for you. Because they've just released, and by they, I mean Stern Pinball have just released their brand spanking new 007 pinball machine based on the Sean Connery movies. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them. You think I would have done my research before making this video live, but I actually have done my research. Look, I do this silly thing every time we review a brand new pinball machine from a manufacturer. Guys, let's plunge right into this story. Let's flip out with this information and let's play with our balls. I don't usually say the last bit. I do apologize on that one. James Bond! It reminds me of this one. I got a little awkward then for a second. 007 James Bond was released in 2016. This was a Pierce Brosnan pinball machine. And it was released by Sega. 1996, I believe. Am I right? I'm sure you pinball nerds might let me know about, on that one. A great game. I've actually played this game a few times in the wild. So this is actually Stern Pinball's second time making a 007 game. Because Sega used to be, well, Stern used to be Sega. Once again, if I'm getting that right, let me know if I'm wrong. I think I'm pretty right on that one. But yes, Sega used to be Stern, Stern used to be Sega. You get what I'm trying to say? Is your glass half full, half empty at this point? I mean, really, that's what we're talking about here, okay? Now, Stern Pinball's last professional game was Rush. That was released 8 months ago. And this is kind of unusual for Stern because they usually, from my understanding, they usually release a big quarterstone game, a big professional game once every 3 to 4 months. So yeah, this was, the last game was 8 months ago, which is unusual. But if it means that they're making better games, then by taking extra time, then yes, I'm absolutely all for that. Now, I wanted to show you guys this. 19 hours into releasing their James Bond trailer on their actual YouTube channel, there's actually only one video on the YouTube channel. But if you go to different websites, there's actually 3 videos that have been released on the YouTube channel. And the only way to find the other 2 videos is to click on unlisted. You guys see that there? Unlisted videos on websites. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not too sure why they have done that. So yeah, once again, there are 3 videos released, but as of 19 hours ago, only one of them is visible actually on their website. I'm sure there's a great reason, but I personally don't know what it is. So I wanted to say this to you guys because I actually found this out the other day when I was doing research for this new game, right? Mind you, this new game has been delayed another 2 weeks. I think it was supposed to be released at a Pinball Expo somewhere around the world. I don't know where it was. But as the Queen unfortunately passed away, right? You know, rest in peace. Obviously, they've delayed the situation because James Bond being Her Majesty's Secret Service kind of thing. So yeah, 8 months and then they delayed it for another 2 weeks. I mean, what's another 2 weeks, right? Not a big deal. But yes, have a look at this. Not the canon 007. There are 1 or 2 different movies that aren't actually canon. Are all the 007 movies canon? Well, apparently no. Let's go back to that. In the official Bond canon, the films made by Ian Productions, Ian Fleming, right? There are 25 films, including No Time to Die, Daniel Craig's last one, which was awesome. Because of licensing issues, there were 2 other canonical, that's an unusual word, movies. There was 2 other non-canon movies, right? One of them was the 1967 version of Casino Royale. Interesting. And the other one was Sean Connery's final outing, 1983's Never Say Never Again. So that's actually very interesting. I didn't know this until recently, like I said. Why is Never Say Never Again not canon? Never Say Never Again is considered unofficial because it was not created by Ian Productions, the company behind the other James Bond films, right? Hence the absence of such Bond things, Bond film iconography, as the gun barrel opening, the distinctive title sequences, or the Monty Norman composed James Bond theme. It's honestly been a while since I've seen all of the James Bonds. I remember seeing them as a kid, but you know, I was a kid when I watched all of them at one point or another. So I don't really remember a lot of the things that happened, but there you go, right? So this is going to be the list of the actual Sean Connery movies. And so we're obviously going to be showing you the photos in a second. We're going to be reacting to the videos. We're going to be talking about the individual things on the playfield. But these are the movies that it is based on. These pinball machines are based on, right? The Sean Connery movies. So obviously the very first one was Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderbird, You Only Live Twice. And then after that, it was George Lazenby, who I've met actually in person. He's actually a really nice guy. He lives in Sydney, I think, on His Majesty's Secret Service. And then the next one after that was Diamonds Are Forever, going back to Sean Connery. So these are going to be the 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So going from this one, that's the poster for Dr. No. This one's the poster for Russia with Love. All right, From Russia with Love, I should say. Goldfinger, that's the poster for that one. Thunderball. You Only Live Twice. Or if you're a cat, 9 times. Couldn't help myself. Sorry about that. And Diamonds Are Forever, Forever. It was a good Kanye West song. Kanye West kind of did another version of that. It was really good, right? Jamie Foxx. Does anyone remember that? Go check it out if you haven't already. So, look, Stern Pinball's actual website. There are some things to be said here, in my opinion. But then once again, look, this is just my opinion. You know, the LEs have already sold out after an hour. So, you know, no one's listening to me, right? The Pro Edition, the Premium Edition, the Limited Edition, and this is an unusual one, which we'll talk about in a second, but this is the 60th Anniversary Limited Edition, and they don't usually do that. So when Stern release a game, release a brand new titled pinball machine, whatever it might be, they usually do 3 different versions, right? So they usually, this is normal. They usually do a Pro, then they do a Premium, and they do a Limited Edition, and they release them roughly all at the same time, but they release all the information at the same time, all right? The Pro Editions are going to be the cheaper versions, all right? These Pro Editions are basically built with less features and are mostly built for barcades, bars, and pubs and clubs, you know, battered and abused by the public over time, right? This is just to make money, right? If you're an arcade person to makes money, this is going to be the game that you get cheaper, less features, and you know, there you go, right? The Premium and the Limited Editions are going to be pretty much exactly the same. The Limited Edition has a numbered plaque, 1 to 500, 1 to 1,000, something like that. Autograph signatures from the designer and Gary Stern, and you know, a couple of other things like side art and stuff like that. But if you want all the features for a decent price, I mean, the Premium is going to be what you want to get, right? So we'll quickly click on the Pro Edition. I'll just scroll down and see what this website's showing us. Look, we will be showing you the more photos in a second. We're going to show you another website. And yeah, all right, we'll go to the Premium. That's kind of the Premium right there. And all right, we'll go to the Limited Edition. Not bad, not bad. Now, this is the interesting thing I want to show you. The 60th Anniversary reveal coming soon. Let's have a quick look at this one, right? You guys see? There we go. Click on that. So let's quickly read this together. There's no photo, once again. It's not been revealed yet, right? But Stern's James Bond 007 60th Anniversary Limited Edition pinball machines will immerse players in the history of 007, limited to 500 machines, apparently, globally. So the highly collectible 60th Anniversary, you know, $100,000 probably. You know, whatever it's going to be, I don't know, but you know, $1 million. How much is this thing going to cost you? A lot. So you better be a crypto billionaire, okay? or an oil tycoon. But anyway, so the highly collectible 60th Anniversary Limited Edition offers players a retro-inspired playfield packed with exciting mechanical action, which sounds very different to the machines that they've just released. Control the chaos from Odd Job's kinetic spinning disc hat. Survive tactical precision shots against 10 drop targets. Escape Spectre's evil henchmen, navigating pinballs through 4 fast-flowing optical spinners. Learn assignments through an in-playfield LCD screen and rack up high scores on classic-style score reels. So this is sounding like it's like a 1950s, 1960s game, kind of. 1970s? No. 1960s and 1950s kind of game with the old-fashioned, meets the LCD screen kind of thing. So, steampunk. James Bond is as timeless as Pinball, partnering with Eon Productions. Okay, I think there was more information that I wanted to read, but apparently it's not here. If I can find that later, I will. But there you go, it's limited to 500 machines, okay? Now, I think I have found a picture of this machine online, because I follow pinball forums right now. Hopefully, Stern's not going to be upset with this. This is it. What I'm about to show you is either a correct image or it's someone's fake photoshopped photo. I have absolutely no idea what it is, but this is what I've found online based on other people posting this. Have a look at this. Is this the 60th anniversary game? What do you guys think about that? Zoom in a bit. Actually, can't zoom in, but anyway, there you go. I'm using my phone to basically show you this. Yeah, what do you reckon? Is that actually it, or is it fake? Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, we will find out at some point. Going to the actual brochures for the Pro, and then the Premium, and then the LE. So this is obviously the Pro. And look, let me just be the first to say, okay, once again, the Pro is going to be the game that you would put in a location, the game that's going to try and make money for your business in a bowling alley, a pub, or whatever, right? You're attracting kids, you're attracting young parents and the parents themselves. You're attracting the families to come play a pinball machine. This is the game you put on location, not the others, not the Premium, and not the limited edition, obviously. No, you never put a limited edition on location. I've actually seen a couple of LEs on location in the past where I live in Sydney, Australia. It's pretty cool to see, but you hardly ever see it, right? But once again, this is the Pro. This is the thing you put on location. Why does it have Dr. No on it? Who the hell is going to be like, that's a theme I recognize. I know Dr. No. Huh, yeah, I'm going to go play that. Nobody, no younger generation has any effing clue who Dr. No is, or what Dr. No is, or was it a movie or a book? What is this? No one of a youngish / mediumish age has any idea. Why on earth is this back glass the way it is? Who's gonna run up to this machine and think, I need to put money in it based on that back glass artwork? The back glass should say huge 007 with small Dr. No. No one has any idea what Dr. No is, unless you, of course, you're a huge James Bond fan, or you've lived your life, and then you know it. Most people aren't going to know this. In my opinion, I mean, gosh, even the artwork on the side looks just terrible, in my opinion. Who's going to put money in this machine? I mean, I personally would. I'd run up to it and put money in it to play it. But in my opinion, most people wouldn't. So I think that this is a bit of a mistake on either Stern or the licensing people. I'm leaning more towards the licensing people, because whenever you're licensing something official like Star Wars or Disney, or they're going to be very strict with that theme, with that particular intellectual property, right? But come on, the licensing people need to be grabbed and shaken and told to realize that, look, this is not going to sell in the wild. People aren't going, I've said it before, but what do you guys think? Clearly 007 should have been up there, Sean Connery, and look, kind of on the side. The side looks nice, kind of, but the front, it's terrible. I've bagged it up. I've bagged it off enough. Look, there you go. This is the actual thing. I'm just going to slowly zoom down for the Pro. Once again, the Pro has less features than the Premium and the LE. The Premium and the LE have pretty much the same features, pretty much, minus a few things here and there. But there you go. What do you reckon about that? Now we're going to move on to the actual Premium. This is going to be the one that probably most home collectors will want. You know, if you've got the money, you'd get the LE, but there's only, what, 500 to 1,000 of them, something like that. So yeah, most people who want this game will obviously have to resort to the Premium, and it's a great looking game. I kind of like the artwork on this one, but once again, like, you know, if you were to put this game in the wild for people to play and put their money in, I mean, look at the back glass. You only live twice. Who has any idea what that is? Unless, of course, you're a person who's lived long enough to experience these movies, or you're a huge James Bond fan. No one's gonna know what the hell that theme is. Like when you see a Stranger Things pinball machine or a Jurassic Park pinball machine, there it is, Stranger Things with number 11 on the front and all the kids, or Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs. The new Jurassic Park Stern pinball machine was not really based on the other movies, was it? I think a lot of it was its own different entity. A lot of it was its own new stuff. Am I making any sense? But you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, awesome, attention-grabbing font, attention-grabbing pictures. You see this, no one knows. Nobody knows what this is. So yeah, this, in my opinion, seems to be a major problem with either the licensing people not listening to what probably Stern are telling them, or Stern themselves, but it's probably the licensing people that just wouldn't budge. Now, like, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to. You know, if you want to do a theme, excuse me, if you want to do a pinball theme based on, you know, our movies, this is what it has to be. That's probably what's happening, right? Which is, you know, sad, honestly. Gosh, it's sad. You know, strangle. Some people just need to be shaken to awaken their mental state and become aware, you know. Anyway, whew. This is what the theme looks like. This is what the actual thing looks like. I'm just going to zoom in a bit more. I'm going to zoom in way more than last time, and you guys can just slowly see the situation for this Premium theme. Now, I really like, we'll see this in a second, but I really like how the ball gets ejected through the Aston Martin into the metal ball track. Metal ball tracks for the win, absolutely. A lot of times in the past, pinball manufacturers have been doing plastic ball tracks. Definitely steel is the way to go. Honestly, the artwork looks, I mean, it looks like, let me just show you right now. Where are we? I mean, it looks like something from a 1996 game. I don't know why they did it that way. Let me know in the comments down below why you think they did it that way. It looks like a 1996 game, kind of. I don't hate the graphics. I think it looks okay. And of course, the more you play it, like, the more you love it. But it just looks like drag and drop Photoshop stuff, you know? And it makes you wonder, why? But, I mean, obviously a beautiful looking game. I really do think it does look beautiful. You know, better than the yellow. Better than the yellow, right? That was the Pro again. We're going back to the Premium. There we go. So, let's go to the limited edition now. So once again, if you want one of these, well, you can't. Unless someone else has already bought one, then they want to sell you their LE, to which you'd be paying a lot more than they paid, because, hey, scalpers, right? 007 limited edition. Probably my favorite looking artwork on all three. So we'll just quickly zoom out again. Get a better understanding. Back to 100, 150, 130. What's this one? 130. We'll have a quick little comparison between all three of them. We'll go back to 130. So look, what's your favorite artwork package? Obviously the Pro, in my opinion, looks just, gosh, terrible. If Stern Pinball, if a pinball manufacturer was releasing a pinball machine while Dr. No was in cinemas, 1960, whatever it was, if they released it then, or 10 years later, yes, it's a theme that everybody probably knows. But not now in 2022, 23 and beyond. Nobody knows Dr. No. I don't know why they did it. I'm waffling on too much about that, but goddamn, it makes you wonder. So this is the differences between the premium, which is what we just showed you, to now the LE. So there's going to be some small little changes here and there. I don't really know what they are, but we'll watch the videos in a second. Yeah, I do like the artwork. It's nice, but it just looks 1996-ish. You know? But it's nice. I'll continue so you guys can see properly. You know, I really like that, like I said, the ball comes out of the Aston Martin. That's actually a really nice touch. You know? Keith Elwin, Kinetic Satisfaction. We'll talk about that maybe later. A little bit more. Custom, fully sculpted James Bond action figure with Jetpack, so that's kind of cool. So that's going to be on the top area. I'll just quickly show you that right now. So this is going to be the Jetpack that comes backwards and forwards and swings around and takes the ball from left and right. Okay. I just found this on Stern Pinball's website. I'm probably not going to show, I'm probably not going to talk about any of these things. But this is the differences between the LE, the Pro, and the Premium. So if you guys look on the right, the Pro and the Premiums don't have ticks, but the LEs have ticks. So the LEs would have all of these things right here, all of these things, but the Pro and the Premiums don't. Yeah, we're on the same page. So as we scroll down, you guys can see that some of them have ticks, others don't. It's just a matter of you reading that, pausing it and reading it if you wish. Diamonds Are Forever. Great song. Shirley Bassey, isn't it? Kanye West was another great version of that. We're almost finished. Yeah, there you go. All right, so we're now on the last portion of this video, but we're going to react to the videos and the photos based on this website. Go check them out. They always do awesome reviews. Pinballmagazine.com. They always do great reviews on pinball machines from different manufacturers all around America and the world, actually. Celtic. I think Celtic is an Australian manufacturer. Let's check out the official game trailer. Shall we? Okay, we'll do it. Okay, hang on. We'll go this way. There we go. Obviously, I can't have the sound on because, you know, YouTube, right? Remove my face for a second. So the ball goes up, bounces around, and that's what pinballs do, you know? Have a look when the ball comes out of the Aston Martin. It's actually pretty cool. There we go. And that, so this is the, okay, so this is a video showing you all three versions. Pro, this is the Premium Edition. All right. There's the Jetpack. That's really cool. I like that. That rocket somehow reminds me of me when I wake up in the morning. Moving on. Let's continue. Let's continue. There's some sort of underwater scuba gear thing going on. Let's quickly rewind that. There it is. There's like an underwater scuba guy with plexiglass so the ball rolls over it. Kind of reminds me of Medieval Madness, how the ball goes over to the left. Probably very different. Okay, so look, that's the first video. We'll quickly check out the second one now. This is just going to be all about the Pro, and then we're going to check all about the Premium, yeah? Oh. Stop that sound. That's going to equal trouble, isn't it? Quickly remove my face. Dr. No. No thanks to the artwork. Sometimes I just don't know. So the artwork on the actual physical playfield seems to be roughly the same as the Pro and the Premium and the LE. I'm sure maybe there are differences, maybe there aren't. I don't fully know. There's the Morning Wood again. Wow. I really like that there's 3 flippers. Now, I've told you this, guys. I've told you this before in my other pinball review videos. Just quickly going back to that before I just quickly talk about anything else. This is the area where the underwater playfield man, the underwater scuba diver was. But the Pro doesn't have it. It's just a picture of 2 scuba divers having a fight, right? There you go. That's why you're paying less for the Pro. So what was I talking about? Yes, 3 flippers. I'm always a fan of a 3 flipper game because you can always put that 3rd flipper absolutely anywhere you want, right? It can be anywhere. That 3rd flipper can be really put somewhere nice and different, and it just makes it really, really unique, right? But most games have just 2 flippers. Obviously, you'd need them on the bottom, and it's just, you know, generic. Just, you know, it's like the bare minimum, right? A 2 flipper game is absolutely what you must have to play a game, but it just seems lazy in my opinion. So I always love a game with a 3rd flipper. It can be absolutely anywhere as long as it does good shots, right? 3 or more flippers is a definite must for my liking. Going to the Premium, this is going to be the last video we're going to be reviewing. Just quickly, whoa, that sound again is causing me problems. This is going to be the last video we're going to watch, and then we're going to look at the actual photos, right? You only live twice, or if you're a cat, 9 times. That's the recycling jokes again. I like how the shooter rods have stern on them. I don't think they used to have them like that, but they do now. How cool is that, Aston Martin, flipping that ball out? That is awesome. And of course, the Jetpack. I really believe if Sean Connery, if he was alive today, I think he would absolutely be proud of these games. He would look at them and smile. He would say something very witty with his Scottish accent, and then he'd have the best game of his life, and probably drain a few times, but he'd have a great game. I think he'd really, really like it, actually. Let's continue. So yeah, very similar similarities compared to all 3 models, but you know, the Premium and the LEs will have definitely different things, right? That thing that we're looking at right now, the ball lock, I don't think is on the Pro. And there's the scuba diver underneath the playfield, kind of. Oh, he actually moved. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them having a fight. Wow, that was awesome. I'm really hoping that I get to play one of these in the wild sometime, where I live in Sydney, Australia. That would be very, very cool, actually. So we're going to get out of this right now, and then we're going to go back and quickly go back to pinballmagazine.com. And, oh, yeah, there was just one quick little thing I wanted to show you guys, if I can find it. So Keith Elwin, there we go. Keith Elwin has designed a retro-inspired James Bond 007 60th Anniversary Limited Edition. So that's that one we just showed you before. Where is it? don't know where it is. Golly gosh. This was a great video. Okay. So looks like Keith Elwin, who's done a lot of great games recently, he's going to be the guy doing this particular one. Once again, is it that photo I just showed you? Is it this? Or is this just Photoshop? I honestly have no idea. Take that photo with a grain of salt, right? I'm going back to this. So yeah, there's going to be 500. And they're probably, like I said, you know, $1 million a piece. So good luck buying one of them, right? Okay, here are the pictures. Once again, these are the pros. Who's going to buy? Who's going to put their money into a Dr. No? Who even knows what Dr. No is? Nobody. All right, a large portion of the population have absolutely no idea what Dr. No is. I don't know why they did that, but they did. I can't stop saying it because, you know, I'm right. I'm absolutely right. Slowly scroll down. If we see something interesting. Oh, that was, this was in the brand new No Time to Die. This was on the card when he went to Vesper's grave. Remember that? No Time to Die? And the movie before that as well, I think. Yeah, this was a symbol from the newer movies as well, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, pro versions. We're going to go down to the premium in a second. I think this is new. So the pro and the premiums never used to have a little title, little icon, little piece of plastic tied on like this. Only the limited editions used to have this, right? But it seems like they're doing a more premium looking look, right, with this piece of plastic that they now put on. Yeah, they never used to do that for the pros and premiums. Stern's Insider connectors, you know, you scan your code, it knows who you are, and it keeps all your high scores on the website, on the cloud kind of thing. Let's get a close-up shot of the actual Aston Martin. How awesome. And the lid comes up and it pops the ball out. Gosh, that's really clever. And I'm glad that they added that as a pro toy. The more toys to play with pinballs, the better, right? And like I said, I'm really glad that they added that toy. It makes the pro look a lot better. If you didn't really have enough money to buy a premium, you'd still have that toy to play with. Once again, that's the pros. Now, below is a gallery for the premium model images. All right. These are, like I said, these are going to be the games that you'd probably want to get if you had the money. More toys on the play field. Once again, there are the scuba divers having a fight underwater. As cool as something like that is, it doesn't seem like it interacts with the ball, which sucks. When it comes to a pinball machine, I really like toys that interact with the ball, like on all three Jurassic Park pinball machines. Was it one Sega, one was Data East, and one was Stern, right? I think the Data East version had a dinosaur eating the ball, and the ball went in the mouth and went through the body, right? And then it was like multi-ball or something. At Sega had a claw that picked up the ball, and then for the Stern Jurassic Park, it was once again a dinosaur, which was great, I think. Yes, it was, wasn't it? And the dinosaur this time could move its head backwards and forwards, up and down, and actually eat, and even throw the ball. That was amazing. So, yes, I love when games do that. But, like, give me a second. I'm thinking. My little... the mouse in my brain is turning a little slow at the moment. Not the Lord of the Rings, but the Hobbit. Thank you, Gareth. The Hobbit pinball machine had that Smog dragon. And he was cool because he can move, but he didn't actually physically touch the ball. And that always disappointed me. It was just basically there to look cool. It doesn't physically touch the ball, and that is something I don't like. The more toys that physically interact and move the ball, manipulate the ball in some way, oh yeah, give me that right now, oh yeah. Shut up and take my money. if I had any. If someone wants to buy me these games for a review on this channel, you know, let's support us. Let's get the love happening here, okay? But quickly going back to this situation. So this rocket seems like it's on a spring or something. It looks like a pop bumper, doesn't it? Is it a pop bumper, or does it just move with the when the ball hits it? I don't really know. Let's have a quick look at the Jetpack. That reminds me of Batman 66, or even the older Batman Dark Knight Stern pinball game. How the crane moves around and manipulates the ball. This also, this thing, how it moves out and around like that, it also kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead in a different way. How at the front of the game, The Walking Dead has like a slingshot that comes out and then... And that was really, really cool, but yeah, that reminds me of that. Slightly different though, very, very different actually, but you know, same premise kind of thing. There's another shot of the actual Sean Connery. He drops the ball onto a switch that the game recognizes the ball's just been dropped, I'm guessing. Very nice. I like that. Scrolling down a bit more. Yeah, so there we go again. This is the premium, but this they've started to add these little things on the game where the speaker grills are. So this is usually where the number plates would be for the LE, right? But yeah, I really like that. It adds a touch of quality to the game. Definitely, nice touch. It might not be an LE, but it still looks like it's got money behind it, right? Fake it until you make it. All right. Bring your friends over, and they're like, "Is that an LE?" And you're like, "Yes, it is." Just there's no numbers on it for some reason. I know it's strange, isn't it? Stern didn't put a number on my game for some reason. I don't know. I have to call them. I have to go on my customer service call line and call them. Why didn't you put a number on my plaque? One of those things, you know? No, it's not an LE, but it's just a Pro or a Premium. Anyway. Quick little zoom in on that. I just want to see the morning wood for a second. So there you go. So this toy is not on the... This thing behind is not on the Pro. I am just going to quickly go up, back to the Pros for a quick second. And there you go. Here's a great example. Will I click on that? Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to open a new tab, not click on it. Come on, go back. Go back. Come on. Come on, go back. Alright, can I click on that one or another one? Oh, yeah, we'll go back to that one. That's probably the best one for now. Okay, so this is the Pro. There is no ball interaction. There's no steel track around. But at the Premium and LEs, there is a steel track that goes around the rocket, and there is a physical 3-ball lock right there. Yeah? And this whole fire, what is it? I don't know what it is. It's like probably the rocket stand that holds the rocket in place. Yeah, okay. So this whole thing even ejects the ball around the morning wood, right? There is no ejection going on. There is no anything happening there. Deadwood at the moment. Yeah, have you guys seen that TV show Deadwood? I've actually been to Deadwood, great little town in America. Anyway, yeah. So if you wanted to get a game and this really upsetted you because you didn't have this feature, just get the Premium, right? So obviously there would be many more changes as well that I'm not able to see at the moment, but there'd be many differences, right? Going quickly down again. There you go. Look, let me know what you guys think. There's that scuba diver thing again. Let's get a conversation going down in the comment section so people can have a chat and see what you think and what I think, and you know, I don't know. Yeah. We'll go to the LE now, and this is going to be, no, where are we? This is the LE right now. This is what you you crypto millionaires or oil tycoons are going to be getting, right? Congratulations, you've obviously got a great looking game. A great looking game that's been opened from a time capsule from the 90s, but it's a great looking game, right? So obviously there are side art things, what is it, side blade art, I can't remember what it's actually called, on the actual side of the game. So you're getting additional artwork on the right and the left hand side of the pinball machine. And like I said, you'll get a signature from Gary Stern, and I think George Gomez did this game. I think George Gomez is a very clever, very good game designer. In fact, he's one of the heads of Stern right now, I'm pretty sure. There's the underwater scuba team having a fight with the light on underneath, and you can actually see some wires. What are those wires doing underneath the water? Oh no, they're going to get electrocuted before they ever win that fight underwater with a you know, they're going to get electrocuted. That's my opinion on that situation. Try and find some different differences between this one and the Premium and the Pro. Obviously, there is the different plaque, right? Thunderbolt limited edition. This particular one is number 1 of 1,000. A great looking little plaque, right? Absolutely. There is the side artwork, side blades artwork for this one. Wow, looks like artistic art sketches of the military bases in one or more of the movies, right? So that's pretty cool. Oops, where are we? There's a better, clearer picture of the side art from this angle on the right side. So whose autograph is that? I mean, that would be a fake. That would be a printed autograph, right? Is that Ian Fleming? I don't know. No, it's not. Is it? Maybe. I don't know. I can't read that. I'm terrible at reading doctors' scripts. God damn. How does anyone read a doctor script? No idea. All right. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? How are people still alive when they go to the doctors? You know, people are getting misdiagnosed all the time, you'd think. That's kind of cool. I like that picture. I like that little circle with the gun and the, you know, backwards and forwards. That's kind of cool. It begs the question, do you think we'll ever see a Daniel Craig pinball machine? Now, obviously, the 60th anniversary one that hasn't been released yet, that we haven't seen yet, but I may have correctly showed you the pictures or not, maybe not, I don't know, but that one seems to have Daniel Craig on it just a little bit. It seems to have all the Bonds on it. But will we actually get a proper Daniel Craig pinball machine? Because we've had what's his face? What's his name? This guy, not Sean Connery. What's his name? I just said his name before, but I can't remember it now. We've had him in a pinball machine. Now we've obviously had Sean Connery. So will we ever get a proper Daniel Craig one? Remains to be seen. Yeah, I really do like the side artwork on this one. How it's like in the bluish underwater theme, and the posters. That's kind of cool. It's better than the yellow side artwork on the yellow. Yeah, the Pro. There you go. So I think because of inflation, I think that they have said inflation has caused them to raise prices at a certain point in time for these games. Well, there you go. The first image of the James Bond 007 game designed by Keith Irwin was already shown on the 007.com website. So this looks like it's actually legit. This is coming from Pinball Magazine's own website. Now, if we zoom in, we can see, look, Daniel Craig. Is that George Lazenby? What's his name again? I can't remember. Sean Connery. And Roger Moore. Where's Roger Moore? Is that him there? I don't know. The picture is really pixelated, right? But you get all these different posters on the side. So, gosh, this has been a really long video. 45 minutes. But look, there you go. You're getting that side artwork as well that we just talked about before. that this is actually in the newest Daniel Craig movie, the one where he dies, right? So that's awesome. What do you guys think about this new game from Stern? Why did it take them 8 months to release a game when it usually takes them 3 to 4 months? Did you like my references flipping with my balls? Probably not, but let me all know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. We're on channel 2 this one, but of course we also are on channel 1. We have almost 25,000 subscribers. Those social medias at Tallboy Gareth. I've been Tall. My name's Gareth, and I'll see you beautiful people in tomorrow's video. I love you.